class, Miss Amanda here. Today we're going to be learning about our circles.
Our circles have to do with how we touch and talk to other people based on the relationship that we have with them. Our relationship with someone depends on how we know them. All of the people we interact with in our day-to-day lives fit into one of the 6 circles. Which circle a person fits into depends on our relationship with them. Remember, we said relationship means how we know someone. How we should talk to and touch another person depends on which circle they are in. And how another person should talk to and touch us depends on which circle they are in as well. Something else that should affect how we touch and talk to a person is our location. For instance, how we touch and talk in a classroom is going to be different than how we touch and talk hanging out at home on the couch. Okay, now before you tell me that you're not interested or ask me why do I have to learn this, let me tell you why learning our circles is so important. I swear, it's really important. Understanding how people should be touching and talking to us, as well as how we should be touching and talking to other people, helps keep us safe and act appropriately. And when we're safe and appropriate, we get to do other things that are important to us, like make new friends, keep friends, date, get a job, keep a job, stay out of trouble, and take public transportation. Basically, overall, more independence. And because we don't want there to be any confusion with the circles and their colors, we're going to go through them one by one, starting with our first circle. The first circle is the purple circle. This circle only contains one person, and it's you. You are the only person in the purple circle. This means that no one touches you unless you want to be touched, and you do not touch anyone else unless he or she wants to be touched. Moving on to our second circle, it's the blue circle. This circle includes those who are closest to you. Examples of people who could be in your blue circle are parents, grandparents, and siblings. People in your blue circle can give and receive long hugs. You can also talk to the people in your blue circle about private things. Scenario quiz. Okay, so you're at a family reunion. You're meeting lots of relatives that you've never met before. Your mom steps away for a second and an uncle that you just met asks if you want to leave the party to go see something really awesome. True or false? Do you go with him? The answer is false. Just because someone is related to you does not mean that you have a close relationship with them. That uncle is still a stranger. Rolling right along to our third circle, the green circle. The green circle is made up of our good friends. These are friends that we hang out with outside of school and on the weekends. We talk to these friends socially, and there's less touching than with the blue circle, and when we do touch, it's for a shorter period of time. A good rule of thumb for school is to stick to high fives and 3-second side hugs. 1, 2, 3. Nice job! All aboard! We're headed to the fourth circle, the yellow circle. This circle is filled with people who are your acquaintances. Acquaintances are people that you know from around town and recognize, but you don't know them well. This can be tricky for some of us, but friends and acquaintances are not the same. They are in different circles, and the way that we touch and talk to friends is very different than how we touch and talk to acquaintances. An example of an acquaintance would be someone that you see often on the OCTA bus. This is a person that you would stick to waving to. Scenario quiz time. Okay, put your thinking caps on. You're in a Saddleback class, and there's a girl who sits across the room from you. You see her every single day, but you guys don't really talk. One day, you're at the MV Mall, and who do you see? The girl from your Saddleback class. Should you run up and give her a hug? True or false? What do you guys think? The correct answer is false. This girl is an acquaintance, and it would be inappropriate to run up and give her a hug because an acquaintance is someone that you recognize, but you do not know well. They're not your friend. You guys are doing great, and we're almost done. But before we move on, let's do a quick recap. We started with the purple circle, which only has one person in it. That's you. Then we went on to the blue circle that has our close family in it. Then the green circle with our good friends. And finally, the yellow circle that has our acquaintances. Now we're going to move on to...
Drum roll, please.
Our fifth circle is the orange circle. This circle has community helpers and professional acquaintances in it. An example of a community helper would be the barista at the coffee shop. When it comes to community helpers, we stick to talking about business and waving.
Professional acquaintances are people that we know from work or job sites. They are in our orange circle, and we stick to shaking hands with them. Scenario quiz! Okay, this time you're at a coffee shop getting your favorite drink. When you get up to the register, the cashier asks you, "How are you today?" And unfortunately, you are not having the best day. Should you tell the barista all about your bad day? What do you think, true or false? The answer is false. He's a community worker, and we stick to just talking about business with him.
Prepare to dive into the final circle, the red circle. This is the outermost space. Strangers are in the red circle. We do not touch strangers, and strangers do not touch us. It is never okay for someone to ask us to keep a secret about the way that they are touching or talking to us, even if they say that they'll be upset with us if we tell. You still need to tell someone that you trust. You have the right to decide what kind of touch and talk you are comfortable with. Other people need to respect your boundaries, and you need to respect others' boundaries about what kind of touch and talk they are comfortable with.
Give yourselves a round of applause. You made it through our circles lesson. Great work.